Well, I know one person. Out of all the people I know a lot of people. I know one person who's ever done something like what I've done. To leave money, to leave, status, to leave security, to go follow God. I know one person. Her name is Christine. And she's amazing. And she's a big reason why I continue. She's was such an encouragement to me. And she didn't know what I was doing either. She didn't know. I was like, Christine, I don't know where I'm going. She's like, well, you're going somewhere. Her and her husband have a very similar story. And I met her. Thank you, Shay, for the train. Thank you so much, Shay. You're a blessing. I left the job that I was at. So crazy. A week. The same week. It was the same week that I left the job that I was at. I got let go and felt like God was calling me to something else. I meet her. Randomly through a mutual friend. So I was like, hey, you should meet her. Her and her husband are missionaries in Lebanon. And her husband left. He got fired from his job in court. They were doing that. They're not even a part of an organization. They do trainings and stuff, but they just were like, we're gonna be missionaries. We don't know what we're doing. We don't know where we're gonna go, but we're gonna go be missionaries somewhere. And I meet her the same week. And I'm like, and she just poured out into me. We prayed and prophesied. It was beautiful. It was amazing. She now lives in South Carolina. She doesn't live here anymore, but they travel a lot. Her family travel a lot. They're going out everywhere. But I met her the same week, and she just poured out into me, poured out wisdom. And she made me not feel crazy. Okay, I just left this really good job to follow God. And I don't know what that means regarding my finances or how I'm gonna pay bills, but hey, you're doing it, so I can do it too. That was basically what happened. I only know one person who's ever done that, and let me tell you, I've never known anybody else to ever pick up and leave a career of 8 years to go follow God, not even knowing where you're gonna go. Just okay, I'm just gonna go follow God. I don't know where, but I'm gonna go. I've never known anybody besides one person that and it's Christine. I've never known anybody. And so for me to make such a big step, it is really an act of faith. Moses did, yeah, but as far as knowing people, it's not a common thing for people to just get up and leave a career, job offers, because God told them leave your job and go just follow me. I don't know, he didn't even tell me what I was doing. He just said go follow me and just go do this. But yeah, absolutely. Susan, absolutely. People told me I'm crazy. They said, you're nuts. You've lost your mind, girl. Girl, you are crazy. What are you doing? God said, just trust me. But so many people say, you're crazy. What are you doing? You're so crazy. Oh, man. But I said, God, keep my eyes on you. I even had a friend tell me that God was telling her to tell me not to do this. This was not where God was calling me. Absolutely not. And I was like, whoa. We might be friends, but whoa. God told me, so no. Thank you, but no. And that was hard. It was really difficult for me to just go against the grain. It was so hard. By far the hardest thing I've ever had to do. I had to be like, okay, God, you told me this. Everybody's telling me not to do it, but God, you said yes, so God, I'm gonna do it. Everybody's saying no, do it. And then I remember Noah and the ark, and David, battling Goliath, like all these things, and people saying, like, telling them in the word, examples of when God tells us something to do, everybody's gonna come against him and say, you're crazy, what are you doing? But that's exactly what God has done. He called me to do something that really didn't make even a lot of sense to me, but I said, God, I'm gonna trust you, I'm gonna do it. Okay. And then I saw so much fruit in it. I saw God just work in powerful, mighty ways. I said, God, there's no denying. Okay, good night, cat. There's no denying like what you're doing. You're all over this. You are all in this. You are so all over this. And just wild. It's truly wild. Truly. And I never thought I would be here. Thank you, Shane. I appreciate it. I really appreciate you, Shane. Thank you for that. I appreciate what you give, Shane. It means a lot. And I'm just so in awe. And I just love, because there were so many moments where I was like, God, I'm looking a little bit cuckoo right now. I'm looking a little crazy. Thank you, Leanne. I'm looking a little bit crazy. You told me to do this. And I don't really know. I don't really know. And God, just keep going. Yeah, exactly, Christy, and I soon learned that. But there were so many times where God was like, do this now. Do you want me to do this? You want me to do this? Are you sure? He's like, yep. Are you really sure? Like, yes, do it. Are you 100% sure? He's like, do it. I'm like, God, but God. People are gonna say I'm crazy. He's like, I know. He's like, didn't they say I was crazy? I said, yeah. He said, then do it. So I did it. And I kept going. I kept showing up. And he kept providing. And he kept working. And people kept testifying. And the glory of God was there, and it just kept coming and coming and coming and coming and coming, and the confirmations never stopped. If anything, they increased, and it was just like this overflow, this outpour of blessings, and it was undeniable, indescribable, things I've never even heard of happening. And I tell these stories that when I tell them, I know you're gonna think I'm crazy, but this is what happened. And there were, like I said, there were so many moments where I was like, God, where are you right now? God, I need you right now. And he's like, just trust. I'm like, okay. And what I learned through this is I learned to not look at my situation with natural eyes. I began to look at things with spiritual eyes. I began to look at my situation biblically. What does the Bible say about this? Walk by faith, not by sight. There were so many stories in the Bible. I would just study. When I was in these moments of really God, my rent is literally due tomorrow, or I'm going to be evicted. What am I going to do? And he would just give me scripture. Trust me. Lean not on your own understanding. Trust me. Trust the Lord in all your ways. He would just give me this scripture over and over, and I would just read it and read it and read it. I would just sit there. Okay. I declare this. I declare this scripture over my life. I declare this. I will walk by faith, not by sight. And I just began declaring scripture over and over and over again in my life and just saying, God, you got me.